Hey guys, this is Mr. Graves here, or Henry Matt Graves is how you guys want to call me. Welcome to today's lesson. I'm going to do a quick demonstrate. Well, I'm going to try to make a quick demonstration of how to solve for algebraic expressions here. So in this problem here, we have f of 2 4n plus 8 times 9, n plus 2 equals 12, 3n plus 2. The first thing what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take these numbers here and break them down into prime factorization, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and first use different colors, of course. I'm going to do 9 here, and 9 I can break that down as 3 times 3. So I can write 9 as 3 to the second power. And we cannot forget it's still multiplied by n plus 2. Then I have this other guy over here, the 12, and I can break that one down as 3 times 4, right? But I can also break down the 4 because 4 is a composite number. I can do 2 times 2 here. And now I know 12 as a prime factorization is 2 to the second power times 3. So I come over here, I'm going to write it, I'm going to write the whole thing out here. Is equal to 2 to the second power times 3. Now remember, it's all multiplied by 3m plus 2. So not multiplied is actually taking as an exponential form. And of course, I cannot forget that on the left side, I also have 2 4m plus 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and distribute on the other side here, the 2 to the second power and 3. So I'm going to have equals, trying to keep my colors consistent. I'm going to have 2 to the second power multiplied with 3m plus 2 times 3, and that's 3m plus 2. So we're done with everything on the right side, and then on the left side, I'm still going to leave my 2 raised up to 4m plus 8. And then I have the 3 here in red. I'm going to go ahead and finish that guy off. I'm going to take 2 and distribute it times the parentheses. I'm going to have 3, 2m plus 4. So now you notice we have a little bit of well, almost done actually. Almost. I've got on the right side here, I got to still go ahead and I have to finish off my work here. Remember, we cannot get lazy here because if we do, we're going to make some really silly mistakes. So this is going to be 2. I'm going to distribute this across like so, right? So that's going to give me 6m because 2 times 3m is 6m and 2 times 2 is 4. Times 3, and I'm supposed to put the x, times 3, 3n plus 2. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to have the same bases on both the left and the right side, and that's going to allow me to do is that's going to allow me to just take the exponents on both sides and set them equal to each other and solve for m. And that is what I'm about to do right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy here right? Instead of equal to this guy over here, so I'm going to have 4m plus 8 is equal to 6m plus 4. Reason I can do that is because they both have the same base. You see that? Well, have a 2. So I'm going to do my math. I'm going to start by doing the balance method on both sides. When I do the one side, I do the same on this side. Opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. Subtract both sides. Goes away. Bring down. So 4m. Positive 8 minus 4 is positive 4. Equals 6m. I'm going to subtract 4m on both sides. When I do, this now becomes 4 is equal to 2m. And then I'm going to just divide both sides by 2. Because the opposite of multiplying by 2 is to divide by 2. So m is going to equal 4 over 2, which is going to be 2. So it looks like m is going to equal 2, but let me look at the other side as well. See, let me see what I get. I have another guy over here that both have a 3, as you can see, right? I'm going to take these two here. So they're equal to each other. We're going to have 2m plus 4 is equal to 3m plus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and start by subtracting 2m on both sides. The balance method, as you guys call it, goes away. Bring down the 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down the plus 2. I'm going to subtract 2 on both sides. I do that, I'm going to give me 2 is equal to 1m. Divide both sides by 1, so that way m is equal to 2. Now, the cool thing about math is that we can prove our answers are still true by checking our work, right? We couldn't just say, oh, we're done, I could have made a mistake somewhere. So let me go ahead and check my work. So I'm gonna come over here to the side. So I know that I'm gonna say m is equal to 2. That's my hypothesis, right? M is equal to 2, so I can take that and plug it in here, and here, and in here. So when I do, I'm going to have 2 raised up to 4 times 2 plus 8 times 9, 2 plus 2, right, is equal to 12. 3 times 2 plus 2. I do my math across. 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 plus 8 is 16. So I'm going to have 2 raised up to the 16th power. And of course, we know 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 plus 2 is going to be 8. So I have 12 to the 8th power. So now, here's where it gets a little bit sketchy, somewhat. I got to figure out what is 12 to the 8th power. So obviously I'm just going to use 12 raised up to the 8th power. I'm going to multiply 12 8 times. That's going to give me 400, well, not 400, well, yeah, 429,981, 429,981,000 and 696. And let me see what if I get the same thing on the other side. 2 raised up to the 16th power. I believe that's going to be 2 multiplied 16 times. It'll be 65,536. 5,536. And then times 9 to the fourth power. That one's actually a little bit smaller number. 9 raised up to the fourth power is actually going to be 6,561. And then I multiply that, I'm going to get the same answer on both sides. So from the left and the right, I'm going to have 429,981,696 equals the other side. So yes, I know I did my math correctly. So that's the first one there that I was looking at. So yes, our work checks out. So this is indeed true. M is equal to 2. M is equal to 2. We are good. Now there's something else I want us to look at. Another a word problem. So here, I like to look at this in multiple steps. But first, let me read it out. It says that Tiffany got an average score of 88 on her first 7 tests this year. What score does she need to average on her next 2 tests if she wants to bring her overall average up to a 90? So I look at this into multiple steps. The first step I'm going to do is I'm going to look at where's the total score, right? And remember the total when it comes to average, total here is just going to be the average times the number of terms we have. So whatever it is, if we have 7 tests, 9 tests, 11 tests, those are our terms. So for me, my step one here, I'm just going to go ahead and do that in black. Step one, I'm going to take my 88. So this is my average right here. And this is going to be my terms. I'm going to multiply 88 times 7. No calculators, right? So 8 times 7 is 56. Add the 5 over here. 8 times 7 is also 56, plus 5 is 61. So this is my total right here from her 7 tests she's done so far. This is the total points she scored so far on her 7 tests. Now she wants to, I'm going to do this next step here in red. Step 2, what score does she need to average on the next 2 tests? So if we're going to have 2 tests now, I'm going to have, obviously, she wants, well, I'm gonna write it out here. Step 2. It's better for me to write it out and say it. So step 2, she has 2 more tests, right? So we're gonna have 7 plus the 2 is gonna be 9 tests, right? This is our terms right here. And her average, she wants her average to be 90. So she wants 90 to be her average. So let's look at how much points she's gonna have if she does that, right? I'm gonna do 90 times 9. And 90 times 9 is 810. So that's the points needed. So I would just say that's the points. Yeah, just says points needed right there. So what we need to do, we need to take the points she needs versus the points she has. This is going to be my next step, step 3. I'm going to take the 810 points that she needs, subtract it from the 616. And when I do that, I'm going to get 194. Make sure I'm doing my math right. This is 10. This falls from 1 to 10. This is then 7. So that's 194. Yep, 194. So 194 is going to be the points needs points. I'm right here. Points needed for the next two tests. So if she needs 194 points and she has two tests to take, I know my final step I'm going to have to just do, step four, is I'm just going to take the 194 points that she needs, and I'm going to divide that by two. So it's going to tell me the amount of points, that's the score she needs to get on her two tests divided by two. So again, I can go do some long division here. 2 goes into 19 nine times because 9 times 2 is 18. Subtract, bring down to 4. And 2 goes into 14 seven times. 0. So she's going to have to score, she's going to have to need score 97 to get her average up to a 90. Because she average her currently right now is an 88. So if she gets those two extra points, she's going to have to score 97% on her next two tests. Which is hard, but it's not impossible to do if you study hard and just have no life, right? So that's it. Lovely. I hope this helped you guys out. You know, word problems, you guys can see, is not hard. It's just a matter of looking at the steps. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a great day. Bye.